Hey, it is time for the Disney tag survey, and I thought it would be a great idea to do it in good old Disneyland. I did not think, however, that it would be hailing, so I'm going to find shelter and not get my camera soaked. It's always a party here at MorganPaigeLoves in Disneyland, and everyone is leaving, but I'm gonna do it. I'm so determined. Do you see what I do for my love of Disney? And you guys? So many things. I don't do that many things, but I'm doing this. I was tagged by every whirling planet, also known as my friend Megan, who loves Disney. And guess what? I love her and Disney, so that's really cool. Hi. Hi. Update, I have found a place to film, but it is filled with people. So if you hear voices in the background, those are just the lovely people who are letting me film while they are sitting here out of the rain. A scene in any Disney movie you wish you could experience. I wish I could experience that scene in Mary Poppins where they jump into the paintings and they interact with all of these crazy creatures. They interact with animated characters, and I think that's fantastic. And I love the time frame that Mary Poppins was set in as well. An unforgettable moment or experience you had in the parks. I would say that this is up there, but one that I had in mind when I read this question prior was that my dad brought me to the Indiana Jones ride one time. I had to go to the bathroom. The fireworks were going off. I was very tired and frazzled, and my father had brought me towards the Indiana Jones ride, and I didn't want to ride it. I was absolutely terrified, and I really had to go to the bathroom. So he told me, Morgan, there's a bathroom in there. And I was young enough that I believed my father, and someone handed him Fast Pass tickets. So we got those tickets and we just sped through, and it didn't register that we were getting on the ride until I was sitting in the car, and I was so mad at my dad. I closed my eyes for the entire ride. I missed all of it, and now I am a little scarred. But on the other hand, Indiana Jones is now my favorite ride in Disneyland. So the moral of that story is, lie to your children, don't do that. Don't. What non-Disney song reminds you of the park or the Disney experience? I don't have one. Next question. When was the last time you went to a Disney park? This was the last time because I am in the park. Oh, taking the survey by storm. Storm, literally. Yes. Oh, good. This is... If you could choose any of the Disney characters to be your friend, who would you choose? I would probably choose Abu because I've always thought monkeys in general were cool, and he seems like a good sidekick. And if I ever am in need of bread, he can supply me with that. Who is your favorite Disney princess? My favorite Disney princess has always been Belle. I mean this by classic Disney princess category. Belle because I identified with her. I like to read. I felt like a social outcast, and nobody else feels like that. I love her a lot. Many other things to her character, but my battery's running low and I'm trying to get this going. What's the first Disney movie you remember seeing? Probably Snow White. Even though I wasn't born when it came out, I think that was the first one that my parents showed me, and I thought it was so cool. I still have a special place in my heart for Snow White. Name the scene in any Disney movie that never fails to make you cry. I don't really cry in Disney films, or any films actually, but the closest I have come to crying in a movie is probably Toy Story 3, that scene with the furnace and they all hold hands. It tugs at my heartstrings every time. What is your favorite Disney movie? What an awful question to ask someone. I cannot... I can tell you my favorite Pixar film, which is Toy Story 1, the original. I'm a fan of the classics. I also feel like The Emperor's New Groove is not spoken about nearly enough, and I really like Saludos Amigos and The Three Caballeros because my grandfather was an animator for Disney, assistant animator, and so he worked on those things, as well as a lot of Donald Duck cartoons and other stuff. But I will save that for another video. That's one of the reasons I love Disney. And I haven't shared that with you guys yet because I don't know, I just haven't. I've never been able to word it properly. As for tagging, I'm going to tag Constipation LCD. Double tagging the walrus was Dave. And Raven, I don't even know if you like Disney, but I'm tagging you in this. How was the ride? Was it a success with the poncho? That really helped you out, didn't it?
Yeah.
Look at that couple. Look at you eat that apple. Eat it. Eat that apple. Yeah. Good job. That is on you. Not now, camera. Not now. This is the place where I will be put in a bunch of people's family photo albums. My elbow, or my face, or my shoulder, or maybe even my shoe. This land is what can get me into family photo albums. And that's what it's all about, folks. Invading people's memories. Do you see an elbow at Disneyland? Maybe it's mine. I don't know what I'm saying. This is B-roll.